Hi you guys, welcome to your April 2025 monthly forecast. Before I begin, I have to apologize if I sneeze, cough, or lose my voice. Okay, with the weather going up and down here the way it is, I either have a cold or allergies or both at the same time. So please excuse me, okay? And thank you so much to my subscribers for your continued support, for your likes, shares, and comments. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. There's also links in the description box below. There is one to my website where you can see some of the services that I offer, but you can also just email me. That email address is also in the description box, and it's easier to just ask me if there is something that I do. Okay? Also, check out my weekly forecast, which is now daily shorts, and I'm going to do something a little different this month with the monthly forecast. Okay, for those of you who seem to really love the shorts, the monthly forecast will always exist as a regular video, but some of you are still not aware that there's a link within the short video to the full monthly forecast, and you're just clicking on that short and you're just getting just a snippet of the monthly forecast. You're not hearing the whole thing. So for those of you who love the shorts, okay, I'm going to break it down into parts, the monthly forecast for you. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Maybe, after a while, you'll just, decide to click on the link and listen to it fully, the full monthly forecast all in one video. But if you prefer the shorts, that's what I'm going to try this time. We'll see how it works out, okay? So, now for your forecast. Hi, Leo. So, the big news for you, I guess, is that Mars is moving back into your sign again and will move direct and then into Virgo. So none of this back and forth. Mars has been going back and forth between your sign and Cancer. Okay, and in fact, it starts off the month in Cancer up until the 18th in your 12th house. That's where you have the sign of Cancer. 12th house being activities by you or someone else behind the scenes. The house of dreams, the subconscious mind, charity, confinement, many things. Okay, but if you've listened to my previous videos, you know that I've mentioned Mars in the 12th house, whether it's in transit or natal, in your natal chart, brings about someone in your life who is secretly jealous or envious of you and undermines you behind your back, okay, among your friends, whatever you do for a livelihood, to the workplace, your co-workers even. So, this is something to keep in mind. It's usually something you're aware of, though. You already are aware of this person. They're not like fooling you or anything, but again, because Mars is here, I have to mention that, but it will be leaving. Also, though, they're not the only ones possibly making plans for you. You are actually, too. Having Mars here does make you make plans in some way or other to look out for yourself. You're just trying to do what is best for yourself, which absolutely makes sense, right? So when Mars moves into your first house again on the 18th, maybe previously when Mars was here just recently, you weren't able to speak up or move on something that you've wanted to do, or say even, and now this is pretty much, I don't want to say your last chance, but you feel that now is the time to come forward with whatever it is that you wanted to do. Some kind of move that you wanted to make. Could even be physical in some way or other. Or it just could be, Mars in your own sign is there to help you correct anything in your life that you don't like the way it's going, you know? And a lot of times that means, you know, the last time Mars was in your sign, you did this. And of course, people around you like things the way they like them. So sometimes they try to put things that you've already implemented back to the way they were. Okay? So that's why I always say Mars is a good reminder to people what their lives would be like without you in it. Because a lot of times you're the reason that they did something that was necessary, that needed to be done, that you gave them the courage, or you even helped them do something or other. Okay, so that's what you're going to do with Mars when it moves back into your sign again on the 18th. You are have been contemplating possibly making some kind of move, and now it looks like you're going to do it. Okay, but the month it does start off with Mercury, okay, going direct in Pisces on the 7th and moving into Aries again on the 16th, and then Venus in Pisces goes direct on the 12th and then moves into Aries on the 30th. So you still have got these are great planets together, Venus and Mercury, because they bring about a lightheartedness to whatever, mainly conversations, but about anything, even a gathering possibly. But where you have Pisces in your chart is your 8th house. Okay, Saturn is still here. Neptune has moved into Aries and will be here like over the summer. And Saturn will also move into Aries over the summer. Okay, so you'll get a little break. Everybody gets a little break. And a preview of what possibly, you know, they're in such low degrees, they may not make much of a impact on a lot of people. But you get an idea of what it's like to have Neptune and Saturn in Aries. Both of these planets will move into Aries fully next year. Okay, so right now, you know, you still just have Venus and Mercury and Saturn in your 8th house of other people's money and resources. This is passive money from means other than earning it, such as prize money, a refund of some kind, could be a tax refund, legal settlement, insurance payout, even an inheritance. Or someone could just give you whatever it is that they have access to, giving you access to their resources. Okay? It's also, you could just really be on the receiving end because Venus attracts things like money or luxury items or art items, you know, and it is in a money house, your 8th house. So don't be surprised if you receive some kind of gift or other, even though it isn't your birthday yet. Okay? Then the sun is in Aries, okay, up until the 19th when it moves into Taurus. And again, Venus and Mercury will be in Aries, and Neptune is here now in your 9th house. That's where you have the sign of Aries. With the sun here, you may have been in contact with people who live at a distance, possibly even in another country. You may have made plans to travel when Venus and Mercury were here previously in Aries. And maybe you weren't able to do that, or someone was going to come and visit you. And now that these planets are moving direct, it looks like maybe travel plans are able to be done, either yours or someone else's. You know, at this time, though, you could just, like, be on the phone, possibly with someone who does live at a distance, okay? Or, again, in another country. 9th house is the house of adventure. Okay, long-distance travel and communications, foreign countries, people, languages, higher learning, media and publishing, your spiritual and religious beliefs, legal matters, many, many things, okay? On the 12th, there's a full moon in Libra. In your 3rd house, it's directly across from your 9th house. Both of these are communication and travel houses. So you could get some kind of communication around that full moon. Could be from a sibling even, you know, it could be something even though that you see or read on social media or on the internet. Okay, both the ninth and third are internet houses also. That, you know, you decide to do something about finally. That's what full moons are for. They are there to get rid of a problem that's come to the surface finally. So you can do away with it, discuss it, do away with it, whatever. If you're having problems with a sibling or a neighbor or anyone actually, or you need something clarified in some way or other, this is the time to do it. I don't see this full moon as being a very big deal, okay? So then the sun moves into Taurus on the 19th, and there's a new moon in Taurus on the 27th, and Uranus is still in Taurus, but will be moving into Gemini in July for a brief period before it fully moves into Gemini next year. Okay, so your 10th house, where you have Taurus, is your most public house. This is how you're known by reputation for your livelihood, so professionally, even if you're retired, what you used to do, and also personally, how the public views and speaks about you, even if it's like on social media, you know. So you could be like the center of attention right now with the sun here. You're getting a lot of attention, especially around that new moon. You may have some kind of discussion, let's say like with a higher up or someone who is in a position to help further your career or give you a promotion of some kind. Or you may even gain a prestigious client at this time if you're self-employed, or even if you're retired, you're still going to get attention, okay? This is your professional and your public persona, okay? So then, let's see here. I think that's about it. Yeah, you may even be starting a new job. It's not really too much in the picture, but you could be starting a new job around that new moon of the 27th, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Leo on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aquarius, and those dates are the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 16th, 17th, 18th, 29th, and 30th. The best time for money is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for your career is the 27th and 28th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 25th, and 26th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for April. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya!